Brother, I feel so sick. It really didn't go well in the customs office. This is all like the fault of the accident in Brazil.
Hey, what are you saying?
Para ti, para ayudarte.
Another go at 3 wheels to Alaska.
Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful morning and it's going to be a great bit of adventuring today. As we kind of check out a little bit more of the city, I want to see a beach that we got told about yesterday afternoon that we didn't get to check out, have some lunch, some fresh caught trout, and then from there it's a short drive to Peru, and then we'll just stay the night somewhere on the Peruvian side. I'm just a bit cautious about that border crossing. It's quite strict, especially for Miss Pat's there. We had to get a lot of her documents really sorted out well, so fingers crossed it's a smooth crossing, but taking it day by day, living the dream pretty much is how it's going, and we're loving it. I'm sure glad this episode starts on a good note, because if I knew the border mess I'd experienced that afternoon, I'd definitely lose my eager trout appetite.
The 3 overlanding vehicles. How about that? Got the tuk-tuk, the Jeep, equivalent to a Unimog basically. That is hectic.
So these are the mates that we met. They're just leaving now. So are we, so is old mate as well. He's just warming up his truck, so we're about to head off. Bit rainy, bit wet, but it is what it is. Huge, mate. I'm just glad I got a Tory size vehicle. And it's just mayhem to just do anything with. And for our last day in Bolivia, this is an incredible overview to show where we've come, where we've driven. So obviously we got from the Brazilian border, got the bus with Paddy, got to Santa Cruz. That's where we got the new tuk-tuk, Tory number 3. And we've come the old highway route, quite just hectic regarding the mountains. We're climbing up to Cochabamba, just sits off this mountain pass, and that's at 2,500 meters. And then from there, we tried to take the mountain route, but couldn't. So we got turned around because of the river that kind of flooded, and we had to go the highway all the way to La Paz. So that's where we then climbed to 3,600 meters. And then from there, luckily really missed this huge mountain section. We've gotten the ferry across, and then that's where we are, here in Copacabana. Really on the border with Peru, which is just incredible. New country crossing today, how good.
And that is us heading on out of our beautiful stay, tent sleep in the night in the Eco Lodge in Copacabana. So right now we're on our way to what they call the White Beach, Playa Blanca. Apparently it's gorgeous. It's about 5 kilometers drive, very short. And then we'll get some lunch somewhere close by there. There's like apparently a pontoon made out of grass that a restaurant sits on, where you can find really nice trout. So we're so close to the trout farms, obviously. Not many people fish. There's not even a fishing store. I tried to go fishing, I just don't have any equipment, and apparently it's just not very good for just fishing rod, fishing line type setup. So hopefully in Peru we get lucky. There's a bit more of a fishing scene on the route that we're going in Peru as we cross today. So we should kind of get into Peru around midday, afternoon, early afternoon, and then see where the day takes us. So it's a freaking gorgeous town, and the weather cleared up just for us to have a bit of a clearing for this adventure that we're about to do.
Suerte. Ciao. Everybody and their dog has some flowers on their car. What is going on? Alright, we're just trying to find our way out of the out of this town, to be honest.
I guess only in Latin America. Look at the terrain we're about to get stuck if we're not careful. But football pitch, and then yeah, they're almost impeding. They're almost got a couple of streakers on the field there with the sheep. Still got about 4 kilometers to go. We made it out of the town, and yeah, with the rain that we got last night, I just hope we make it. Oh boy. This is such a mess. We're doing great though. I'm impressed. I'm surprised we're getting there. Genuinely. Well done, Tori. Just first gear in a dream. A prayer even. Because we're currently driving the opposite way. We're gonna probably come back on this same route. Hopefully this beach and lunch is worthwhile. Oh, looks like little houses for the goats. With a stable. The sheep, sorry. Hey, buddy. Sliding about. Slowly but surely getting there, though. That sedan just made it a little bit easy, though. We're definitely making our way. We've got a really cool, like, rock formation there. This is saying, "Welcome to Calacota." And this is Calacota, like a wharf set up, very colorful, painted. Somewhere in there would be selling like trout. That's like just basically their ploy to kind of get you in there. But just across the lake, like they've got another wharf out to their setup from the front as well. It's a very colorful, painted setup as well. Very much in competition with each other, these guys. ¿Cómo estás? We still got to keep on going down this route, but potentially something similar is where I got told that I should go have lunch at. We'll see what we get up to, but yeah, I just have no expectations ever of where we go, and Bolivia continues to blow me away. Calacota, they said. Yeah, there it is. Big Bolivian flag flying high. I believe that just around the bend is where this white beach is. Climbing up higher now. They're all the trout farms, I believe. The little kind of squares off in the ocean. Getting protected from birds and stuff as well. And that's who owns it, I believe. The main people that are using that stuff. The floating islands there. What you saying? Happy? Woo! More floating island restaurants down just there. All right, that's what they call them. They're just wharfs on wharfs, I guess. So we're just in it, living the dream, soaking out the views in a tuk-tuk. Couldn't ask for more. So that's the turnoff, I guess. Playas Blancas. I think that's the car park. And that's it. We might have to park it out. Everyone's looking like they're getting their dogs out. But you're the type of dog that has to stay in the car because we got all our gear. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Las islas flotantes?
Es aquí abajo.
Ok. Estacionar aquí.
Sí, estacionar, después pasar a pie.
Ok, ok. Gracias. ¿Y
Platito
es seguro?
de trucha. Es seguro, yo lo veo.
Ok.
Hasta que salgan.
Ok, perfecto. Ok, gracias. ¿Y puedo con mi perita al restaurante?
Sí.
Ok, para comer
Sí.
la espalda blanca, trucha allá.
Ahí te sacas tu truchita y te lo preparan.
So this minibus here, he's just had a blessing ceremony. That's why the car's all dressed up. We're going on a trip, Miss Putz. You and I. Muchas gracias.
Ya. Israel, andas a mirar a la isla flotante.
We are well and truly doing the touristic thing today. To start the day. You want to play? He wants to play. We're leaving the tuk-tuk just in that car park there, and we're walking through the town. We are gonna go see the beach first. She was trying to indicate to her son that he would like guide us so that we find the right restaurant. By the sounds of it, there's probably a couple doing the exact same thing. So, but I just said, I got your brochure. We'll find it ourselves after we just check out this white beach. So that way we can get a little bit more of a keenness for some food up. Yeah, it seemed pretty trustworthy. We're in a touristic area and kind of the middle of nowhere as well, so it's all very safe. And it's nice that Patty can come with me. We can go check out this floating island restaurant. Here. Tu perro es lindo. Es como trae la perita y come trucha, ¿no? Algo así. Vamos. Vamos. There it is.
That's one. That's a gorgeous little rock formation. And then it takes you out to a second, a third, there's even a fourth. They're all separate businesses, separate wharfs. Wait, there's a few more than four actually right here. It's a big pontoon, and then they've just put grass down, and that's how they've been able to call it a floating grass island. So they've even just had a boat pull up. That's everybody up there on top, coming from probably Copacabana, and they come to get lunch. So yeah, it's a sight and a half.
That's the white beach there. It's pretty gorgeous, and the water's quite clear, which is really nice. Patty's just really checking out these couple of other stray dogs. She loves to play with small little male dogs. You just attract them, Miss Pats. And the little tail wag. Good girl, Miss Pats. Good girl. Alright, we're gonna check out the beach, Pats? Okay, vamos.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. There's a lot of dogs. I don't know why it's so popular. It's almost a trend. We just managed to fit in all these little dogs running with each other. Far out.
So by the looks of it, I think there's a Bolivian lady charging beach entry. So if that's the case, we don't need to step foot on the beach. We could see it clearly from here, but still gotta suss it out. Very different side of Bolivia that with Bolivia being a landlocked country, this almost could pass as the beach in my opinion. But it's still a lake. So it's pretty interesting. Lake Titicaca. So they share this lake with Peru as well. Buen día. ¿Es pagar para entrada?
Sí, 2 bolivianos.
2 bolivianos, sí. No es nada, como 2 es nada, pero no vamos a comer. Pero es un lindo playa.
2 bolivianos me tiene que pagar.
Sí, todo bien. Ok, tengas un buen día. Vamos. Yeah, that was the case, but it's not a big deal. They were just asking 50 cents, but 50 cents to step foot on Mother Nature, whether you're on this side or 10 meters that way. It's the same to us. We weren't gonna sit with our beach towels or get in either way anyway. That would have been a sight for sure, just that a ginger getting down to his jocks and getting in the water. But now the biggest decision is figuring out exactly which one we're gonna eat at when there's 8 different options. Buen día. ¿Cuál es lo mejor? ¿Tienes una recomendación?
¿Dónde techo rojo?
Techo rojo.
Sí.
Okay. Gracias. Well, it's nice and sunny. Leaf, vamos, vamos. I like that where the boat's at would have a high turnover. There's a bit of shade, bit of grass on the floor. I think that's ticking all the touristic boxes, to be honest. It's a whole spectacle. I guess they will catch the boat's a school trip. That's so cool. They've got a fish in the netting there, and you they'll catch it and say, is this one good? And they'll cook it up for you. So you're kind of choosing in a way what they're cooking for you. Oh no, this is epic. This is so cool. ¿Cómo estás? Good girl. Slow and steady, eh? There we go. Jeepers. Ooh. We're definitely on the water. We're moving. We're moving, that's for sure. We're moving up and down. What do you think about that, Pat? I don't know how well you can see the floor moving, but it's doing its thing now. Hectic. That man's in for it. He's doing a good job. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Puedo comer en la sombra?
Sí.
¿Una de trucha?
Sí. No.
Adentro.
Bueno.
Bien.
Bueno.
Gracias.
Bueno.
Alright. We had the option to sit outside, but... Oh, perdón.
Ah, sí.
But,
Por él.
Por ahí, sí. Un poco nervioso con el movimiento. Yeah, Patty is keen as a bean to get off. So we're actually going to sit inside where it's the fall's not moving. You're okay. Okay. There you go. You did great. So nice. Patty's such a little legend here. So proud of you. Even this fall for some reason is moving slightly, but definitely not as much as these rippling waves that you could see out there on the grass bed wharf pontoon. This is a cool experience nonetheless though. Just to eat some fresh fish. I won't get the full show, I believe, though, of like picking my fish. It was maybe more for the kids, which is cool. So we got the smaller size trout. It's gonna be apparently plenty for one, so that'll be great. What are you saying, Miss Putz? Look at how this boat's swinging with the amount of people that are up top on the back. Such a scene. Bolivia's got it all. Great way to celebrate our last day, Miss Potts. Gracias, señor, gracias. Right, so that's the chucha. This is 6 USD. Look at that. You get a little bit of the picante as well. What do you think about that, Miss Potts? Let's hook in then, eh? Try it. Very fresh. Friggin' incredible. And then a bit with I've got some of that spicy sauce on it, the ají, they call it. Yeah, delicious, man. Little Miss Pat's just chilling. Yeah, man, that might have been the best $6 US I've ever spent. That's what we're dealing with to get back. I knew about the drop. Fully aware, but now we've got more traffic. We got in and out of there at peak time. Perfect. Never thought I'd say this, but I'm keen for some highway driving right about now. On route Peru, eh? Probably from where we are right here, 45 minutes from the border. in a tuk-tuk as well. Very close. Quiero cambiar mis bolivianos a soles. Soles son de Perú.
Sí, hay,
¿A Perú?
soles.
Ok.
¿Cuántos bolivianos con 7, 8, 9, 1350? 435 soles.
Ok. 400. No. Espera.
Esto nomás te estoy dando. Pues.
Me dijiste eso es 1350.
Sí, contale.
Ok, sí. Quiero 600 soles.
Ya, 600 soles. Sale 1860 bolivianos.
No tengo. Voy a salir.
Ya.
Gracias.
¿Por cuántos bolivianos?
Es 1350.
En el cambio que nosotros manejamos a nivel Perú-Bolivia,
Sí, pero es boliviano sin Bolivia.
claro, pero los soles cuestan más caro, amigo. Imposible que le podamos dar al tipo de cambio que está en el internet. Sería ilógico venderle a menos, amigo.
Sí.
Sí. Amigo, aquí tengo.
Gracias. Muchas gracias.
¿Ya? Chao.
Ciao. The price is kind of cooked. I was trying to get like one Peruvian sol for maybe almost 2 bolivianos. They were trying to say one sol is 3 bolivianos, so they were trying to rip me off. So we didn't get so much Peruvian cash. This is just enough to like get a place for the night, and maybe if we have any border crossing issues, to have something left over. But I'm going to be back in Bolivia again, so I don't need to change anymore. That's fine. Okay, I can go to an ATM when I'm in Peru. That's fine. Brother. Well then, these are our last looks off at the Bolivian landscape before we cross to Peru. We're about 10 minutes drive from the border right now. So, I'm not nervous. The documents are ready. I'm only going to be slightly annoyed if they don't check Paddy's documents, meaning we didn't need to spend the $80 US that we did to get it done, but it's just luck of the draw really. We had to do what we did back in La Paz, so to like get turned away at the border and then have to drive the 2 days back to La Paz, like that's just, it's not worth the risk. So look at Tori struggling, come on, little legend. So last little bit, driving behind a Bolivian flag there, g'day legend, before we switch it over. Looking forward to the red and the white, red, white, red. But yeah, obviously new country comes with new challenges. We had already been in Bolivia before this current trip that we're on, so it was a very comfortable transition. So it's been a little while since I've been in a brand new country for the first time. New currency, new mannerisms, slightly different way they would as well, like just speak the Spanish language, the Spanish tongue. So keen to see it, keen to check it out and see what Peru has to offer. What are you saying back there, Miss Putz? Much? Not much. So it's always kind of odd, like I guess the types of people, the styles of houses as well that live so close to the border like we are, but they're as prideful as the people in the center of the country, wherever you are. That's just usually how Latin Americans are. So the Bolivian people have been so hospitable, so great to us. Of course, thanks to Motorland, the Bolivian distributors of the Bajaj vehicle, the reason we currently have Tori number 3 brand new and had that process go so smoothly, running around for us just to organize all the paperwork so that we can cross borders so issue free. And thanks to everybody that we've met along the trail as well in Bolivia, going from Santa Cruz in the tuk-tuk to La Paz, then out to Peru. You guys have obviously made our trip what it is, so thank you. Look at that, bienvenidos a Casani. Bolivia, that's the last Bolivian town. That's it there, I believe. The barrels right there would probably be signifying the border stop. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Qué pasa para mí a cruzar a Perú?
Migración.
Ajá.
Tienes que entrar a migración.
Ah, en
Sí.
pie primero.
Sí,
¿Y dejar el vehículo?
sí, aquí.
¿Dónde?
O si no, allá donde está esa movilidad, allá esa blanca,
Sí.
ahí lo puedes estacionar y ahí puedes preguntar a migración. Tienes que levantarlo en tus hijos.
Ah, ok,
Sí,
bien,
sí.
bien. Gracias. Kind of feels illegal, but alright. Two military guards sitting there. I'm trying to signal off to them saying, is that cool what I'm doing? I'm gonna obviously have to be pretty scarce with the camera, ladies and gentlemen. ¿Cómo está, señores? ¿Todo bien? Soy de Australia y estoy intentando cruzar Perú. Es un vehículo boliviano, sí.
¿Qué lugar de Perú sería?
A mi ruedas y mi mochila, perdón.
Acá.
Ok. Aquí es.
Tu pasaporte, tu jefe. Da primero con tu pasaporte allá.
Allá, gracias.
I accidentally left the GoPro recording and found out when I came back I was gone for an hour. There was no line at either immigration station, so this process should have taken all of 10 minutes. I successfully exited Bolivia with my passport being stamped and got the clear on Patty's documents too. The hold unfortunately occurred because of my tuk-tuk, and editing this worst case scenario back still makes my heart ache.
Sí, ¿y cuánto es?
Bolivianos, entonces.
260. Ok.
Tendría que ir a cancelar. Denme un segundo, voy a terminar los otros vehículos y le voy a generar un misceláneo. ¿Ya? Por favor.
Espera.
Tiene que esperar. Por favor,
Brother, I feel so sick. Boy, am I glad I have you. It really didn't go well in the customs office. So we've got some to figure out. They're not happy that I've got a other Bolivian vehicle outside of Bolivia while I'm trying to transport my current Bolivian vehicle out. This is all like the fault of the accident in Brazil. Listen, with your new vehicle, if you're outside of Bolivia for more than 90 days, when you go to come back to Bolivia, and yes, you have to come back, she says, you have to pay again, but the fine will be the amount of 2,500, the full amount.